Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9 when it comes to the final film of the sequel trilogy currently being directed by J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 will bring us a return of many of our favorite characters such as Lando Calrissian, Leia Organa, and even Luke Skywalker. We also have a handful of new characters coming our way, 7 new characters so far to be exact, which may seem very excessive to a lot of you guys out there. But I wanted to focus on the character of Kylo Ren. Now, Kylo Ren is a character that really does intrigue me because I'm really crossing my fingers that they do something very much different with him in Episode 9 that'll make him a far more intimidating character than he has ever been before in the sequel trilogy. So these past couple of weeks, we have been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the concept art and storyboard descriptions, the set leaks, the scene details, the scene schedules, etc. Now, one of the descriptions has all to do with Kylo Ren / Ben Solo, which could very well be an extended sequence of the flashback that we saw in The Last Jedi, in which we do hear Ben Solo killing Luke's new generation of Jedi. The description, etc. goes over Kylo Ren / Ben Solo on a wide open grassy field at night with an ignited blue lightsaber with a hood over his head. In front of him are 4 Jedi, 2 of which have blue lightsabers, 1 has a yellow one, and the other is just holding the hilt, however not ignited yet. The next goes over Kylo taking on 2 Jedi and killing them using 2 blue lightsabers to kill the other 2. So this to me sounds truly stunning if this actually does come into play in the finalized version of the movie, extending that sequence of the battle that we heard in The Last Jedi. Again, you do hear the screams, you hear the terror going on in Luke Skywalker's head as he taps into Kylo / Ben's mind. He hears of what's going to happen in the near future, and this actually frightens Luke, and to the point where he's about to kill his own nephew, which is something that a lot of people disagreed with. You know, people thought that Luke would instead somehow reach out and try to turn him and kind of avoid this from even happening without any kind of violence or killing his nephew. But of course, we do see Luke Skywalker regretted that act for in or around 30 seconds of thinking about doing this. So this extended sequence seems as so to be the sequence of the new generation of Jedi taking on Ben Solo / Kylo Ren under the manipulation of Supreme Leader Snoke. As Luke said in The Last Jedi, Snoke had already turned his heart. So at this point in time, he's already pretty much Kylo Ren or a dark side user. Now he's using that blue lightsaber, it seems, that we saw in The Last Jedi against 4 Jedi. Where are the other Jedi? Because we do know that Luke had at least a dozen of them. Now, it could be that they are in a separate scene that may very well enter the finalized version of the movie, or it could be that this is a moment in time in which the others are already dead. So I'm sure that we're going to learn more about this sequence as we go through principal photography, and I think that a lot of people really want to know more about exactly how Ben Solo turned against his uncle and exactly how the Jedi Temple, got set on fire and exactly how his Jedi were killed. And this could very well be the moment in Episode 9 in which it tells us this. Why else would Kylo Ren hold a blue lightsaber? This to me screams a flashback. Again, nothing confirmed here, but it does also match directly up with what we have heard just a couple of days ago, that Adam Driver is all set and ready to train for a massive scene in Episode 9, where he will be going up against some extras that know some martial arts, and it's heavily rumored that they are to be using some lightsaber hilts over at Cardington against Adam Driver. Now, could these be the Knights of Ren? Possible, but it seems more like that they are going to be the new generation of Jedi. That's just my guess here. But from the description, he's going up against 4 Jedi, 2 of which have blue lightsabers, 1 has a yellow one, and the other just has a hilt that's not ignited, and they're all going up against Kylo Ren. To me, guys, this would be the truly stunning moment in Star Wars as a whole for the sequel trilogy. We have yet to see such an amazing sequence like this in the longest time, probably since the prequel era. You know what this kind of reminds me of, and I just thought about this now? This reminds me of Revenge of the Sith, in which Mace and crew go up against Palpatine. You know, maybe they know what's up with Kylo Ren, and they all group up to go up against Kylo, and then that's when the battle begins. That to me would be so amazing if they did it like that, kind of like a parallel to what Mason Crew did to Chancellor Palpatine, where they were trying to place him under arrest. Maybe, alright, and just maybe, in Episode 9 we get to see a parallel to that, in which a group of Jedi decide to take action. You know, just a group of Jedi that believe that their master's nephew is actually up to something pretty shady, right? And they try to go up against him, and they lose the battle, and then that's when Kylo burns down the entire Jedi temple that belonged to Luke. And then this is when Luke Skywalker actually retreats and goes to the planet Ahch-To, seeks out the first Jedi temple, and tries to forget about this whole entire incident. So, for J.J. Abrams to tell us a story like this in Episode 9, and the fact that they are toying around with this idea, I'm just crossing my fingers that it does actually end up in the finalized version of the movie, and it also lines directly up with some of the scenes that we have heard that are to be shot over at Pinewood that will involve multiple lightsabers, so we'll have to wait and see. But anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.